welcome back to Deliciousness. Today we are working on omelets, and we're also doing a take on McDonald's breakfast burritos. So we got eggs, shredded cheese, real bacon bits, flour burrito tortillas, just the generic brand's fine. More shredded cheese. We got fully cooked pork crumbled bacon. You can get or sausage. You can get this at JC store. Hopefully, if Walmart has it, you can get it there. Medium picante sauce. You can get hot, mild, whatever you prefer. Black Forest ham. And of course, I already got my scrambled eggs for my burrito ready. So we're gonna go ahead and start on those omelets. And that's one of my son's favorites. Okay. This side. Alrighty, I go ahead and turn my stove on about 6, and I'm going to use olive oil cooking spray. Helps to keep it from sticking. And I've heard a lot of people say that they have trouble with omelets because they have trouble getting them to flip without breaking. And I will show you a little trick I've learned. I'm actually out of milk today, so I'm doing my eggs without milk. You can use milk if you prefer. Makes them a little fluffier at times. Okay, so I got my 6 eggs. Just make sure you don't have any egg shells. If you do, just grab you a spoon, dig them out. I'm going to add some salt, depending on your preference. If you like saltier, we usually like our stuff pretty salty, so we add quite a bit. And some pepper. You can leave the pepper out if you prefer. Just another quick and easy meal. Another 10-hour day in the books, and I gotta work tomorrow too, on Saturday, unfortunately. So something nice, quick and easy. So I just whisk those together with a fork, just until they're just mixed. You don't want to whisk them too hard because it can actually make your eggs tough. Okay, and I've already got my oil going in my pan, heating up. I already got some ham open over here. Alright, so I take some of this Black Forest ham, just lay it out flat. Alrighty. Take your knife. I just kind of cut mine in long strips. And then short strips to the side. Just kind of cube it. You could also use thicker sliced ham if you want. This is just something we always have in our fridge because my son likes ham sandwiches. The way grocery prices are nowadays, I just try to, utilize all my ingredients as much as possible. So if I'm going to buy something, I usually buy quite a bit of it, and I try to make my meals around those ingredients. Everybody's trying to save money these days. A lot of people don't realize just how much grocery prices went up. Alright. Okay, so I got my ham diced up nicely. And if you want in your omelet, my kids actually only prefer just the ham and cheese. But if you want in your omelet, you could put the crumbled up sausage in it. You could add bacon. I keep frozen bell peppers. So when I get bell peppers for other meals that I like to make, when I get bell peppers, I'll chop them up not chop them because I don't like peppers myself. But I'll slice them real long and then just freeze them in a Ziploc baggie. And they're always there if I need them. So if I've just thrown them in for flavor and taken them out later or whatever, you know, it's perfect for that. But you can use peppers, you can use mushrooms. I've used mushrooms. Oh, mushrooms in it is so good. But unfortunately, my family don't like mushrooms, so I'm the only one. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and pour those eggs in now that my pan is all heated up. And what you're looking for on your omelet, see how it's boiling a little bit? What you're looking for is really, you'll see it start cooking on the top and not so runny. And that's how you know it's about time to flip it. And I'll show you that whenever it's ready. Okay. While that's going on, I am going to take some of this real bacon and a little bit of this already cooked sausage, crumbled up sausage. And I'm just going to kind of toast it up a little bit, get it nice and starting to crisp just a little. You don't have to, you could just add it right in if you want. But I don't know about everybody else, I love me some crispy bacon. Alright, so I'm just mixing that sausage and that bacon in there together. And I'm just going to put a little toast on it. I'm always looking for new recipes, so if you got anything you would like me to make on here or anything like that, anything you just want to share, you can just put it down in the comments. We'd be happy to have it. We're always looking for new recipes, especially affordable ones, easy recipes. The easier the better. Alright, so what I always do is I get a smaller pan and then I have a larger one here in the back. And I'm going to go ahead and spray that larger skillet with some of that olive oil. Oh Lord, throwing stuff. Alright, so just spray that skillet with some of that olive oil. And I'm going to go ahead and start that one to heat. Alright, and this bigger skillet I have over here, this is going to be for my burrito once I'm ready. Who says you have to be a professional to cook good food? A lot of these recipes are just things I've learned along the way, things I've taught myself. With a family of 7 at one point, I was a pretty busy mom, had to find affordable ways to feed everybody. You learn a lot about grocery shopping and a lot about what you can make out of nothing. So some of these are also recipes that I've, family recipes that I've grown up with and I like to share with everybody. Maybe one of these days I'll actually own my own restaurant. Okay. And my 10-year-old absolutely loves these omelets. That bacon is smelling up the whole house. Oh, God, it smells so good. I'm so hungry. Okay. Alright, so I've got my bigger skillet back here. Make sure it's hot enough to start. Okay, and what I'm going to do is, if you can see me, just going to take this hot skillet that's ready here, and I'm going to take my omelet, and voila! Alright. Okay, where's my spatula? Alright, and if your eggs do splatter out a little bit, you can just scoot them back in, and they'll mold their way around. Make your omelet round. Alright. Okay. Alright, and that there is why I always like to make sure that I have plenty of oil on my skillet before I do that. That way your omelet doesn't, because if your omelet sticks to your little skillet, then it's not going to come out properly, so make sure you put enough oil around it. Man, that bacon and sausage smells fire. Tastes fire too. Alright. Okay, so on this omelet, we're going to take a little bit of cheese first. Alright, then we're going to take a big handful of our ham and just spread it around. Now sometimes I like to take my ham and throw it in a skillet. Just to heat it up, which actually I can do with that skillet back here. So just stick your ham in there. Add your cheese, some more cheese there on top. You love lots of cheese. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we're going to take our omelet and carefully fold it in half. And yes, this omelet is massive. That's not just the video. But this omelet also feeds 2 people. So you can cut it in half. And my 2 boys will split this omelet, and that'll be their dinner. And I'll probably make some toast to go with it. Nice and delicious. So our sausage and our bacon back here looks really good. We're going to take one of these burritos. We're going to get this skillet on. Start about just a little above medium. And I'm going to spray it with some olive oil. Not quite as much as the eggs, of course, just a little bit, just to kind of give that outside of that tortilla a nice toast. Flip this omelet once. There we go. Perfect. If you make a little mess, no big deal. Alright. So that is our ham and cheese omelet. It's to die for. Definitely one of my favorites. Something else that goes great with the omelets, you wouldn't think so, applesauce. Just a side of applesauce. Or you could also use salsa if you like. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and shut this omelet off. Okay. And my boys are going to enjoy this. And you can always, these omelets, you can put them in the fridge, you can put them in a bowl, take them for work the next day for breakfast. Keep them in there for dinner the next day. And if you make too much, you can utilize these ingredients in so many different ways. So if you make too much, it's not a big deal. And if you wanted, instead of using the crumbled sausage, you could also, a cheaper way, you could fry up your own sausage and just drain the grease and put it in a Ziploc baggie. Take all the air out of it and put it in the freezer. It's good for, I think, like 3 months in the freezer. So that way you've always got it on hand. You can always just throw it in there. Kind of a cheaper way to go, which is probably what I'll do next time when I have more of a notice that I was going to be making this tonight. So my husband just decided this is what he wanted. McDonald's breakfast burritos. Okay, so now my oil is nice and heated up. So first I'm going to throw my tortilla in there. Move it around just a little bit, get that grease going. And then, there's my eggs. I'm going to add part of these scrambled eggs. Alright. Just give it a nice pile there. Alright. That's why I like using the burrito shells. They're plenty big enough. Okay, so then I'm going to take some of that bacon and sausage. Lay it right down in there. Just like I'm making a taco, basically. Okay. Some shredded cheese. Lay that right on top. And then I'm going to take some of that picante sauce straight out of the jar. I'm going to spread that out right on top of that burrito. Alright, and I'm going to show you what it looks like just before I get it all nice and wrapped up. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this part here. Hey Levi, you want to come help Mommy real quick? Levi. Sure. You want to hold this for me while I do this part? Yeah. Just hold it right there. Got it? Thank you, big guy. Alright, so we're just going to fold this under. And then we're going to fold this over. Hot, 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 hot.
I can't wait for that one.
Woo! Hot. Alright, I let it cook a little too long. Hold that up there. There we go. Hi, delicious. Just don't let that get a little brown.
I get why you said that one. It's going to be big.
Woo. Yeah, my hands are a little too big. Alright, I'm pretty sure Daddy will love it just the same. Alright. See if we can make this one just a little bit better. Get that sprayed again. Alright. Rub that in there. Get your eggs going. And if you can, keep it right in the middle. That was my mistake on the last one. Because you want to be able to fold both your ends in. It's actually trial and error, believe it or not. This is the first time I've made this. But he said he wanted McDonald's breakfast burritos, and I said McDonald's don't have breakfast burritos at the end of the day. So I improvised. Take some more of that sausage, bacon, and some more of that shredded cheese. As much as you want. If you like a lot of shredded cheese, use a lot of shredded cheese. If you don't, then just use a little bit. Or you could use Mexican flavored cheese, whatever you prefer. Alright, and you can add green peppers to it if you'd like. So this here, I'm just going to fold these two ends in. spray the top with a little bit of olive oil, just a squirt. Make sure it's in there nice and good. Nice and closed up. We don't want to lose any of that cheese. Alright, so this is right here. And I'm just going to flip it again. Get that bottom part nice and crisped up. This one's going to be a hit for sure. I'm sure this will be another one we use quite a bit. "30-minute meal right here. Done and done. Alright, check that out. That is delicious. And you could also add ham to it. The Black Forest ham is delicious. Alright. Let's do this. Take a look. Look at that. Delicious. You would definitely have to try this. And please like and subscribe for some more recipes to come. Thank you.